This is teaching doggy Zen, which is like a leave it, and that's really important for a pet dog or a performance dog, so that as Newton grows up, he understands that sometimes by being patient or doing what we need him to do, that he will get a treat in the end. So great for impulse control, start lines, that kind of thing. So what I'm going to do is first off, I just put my hand down in a closed fist, and then he has his breakfast, which is some chicken necks, which is real high value for him. And when he can sit there and he can paw at it, or he can chew on my hand, or he can bat it around with his foot, or whatever he wants to do, and that's okay. He's just experimenting to figure out what exactly will get him what he wants. And as soon as he would turn his head or back up a little bit, then I would click and give him the treat. And I, would throw the treat down for him so he wouldn't be confused by coming up and getting it from my hand when I just didn't let him. What I'm looking for is kind of a hard concept for a little guy, is just for him to understand that by backing up or leaving the treat alone, that he will actually get it. And that by trying to force me to give it, by chewing on my hand or trying to steal it or take it, he's not getting what he wants. I would not expect a dog to back up necessarily as well as Newton's doing. I think it shows that he's understanding it, but he just happens to give me a really nice where he actually moves backwards. Some dogs will just turn their head or in some other way ignore the food. Newton's doing well enough that probably our next session I'll add a verbal cue, but I did not want to add a verbal cue and tell him to leave it until he understood what we were doing. Newton has done really well understanding this, so this isn't the very first basic step because he kind of skidded through that pretty quickly. I'm looking now for a little bit of duration, and that's why I'm waiting for a second before I go ahead and treat him. When he first started, then the second he would turn his head, the second he would back up, as soon as he would do it, then I would go ahead and treat him so that he knew that that's what it was. And then we have built up to now we're doing a little bit of duration and turning to 3 or 5 seconds, and then I give him the treat. This was recorded yesterday, and since then we've progressed on, and so I started using his food bowl, and he has to sit down and wait until I put the food bowl down and release him to the food bowl. And we are starting in the kitchen to drop something so that, say we're in the kitchen cooking and something falls on the floor, he's not going to dive on it and possibly get something that would be dangerous to him. So there's a lot of good reasons to teach this. It'll take a lot of repetition and practice before we can just, be in the kitchen and expect that he's going to be able to leave it with something real high value right away. But he's well on his way.
Yes, get it! Get it, good boy! That was so good! That was so good! Get it! Get that toy! Get the toy! Get that toy! Get that toy! Get the toy! There you go! There you go! Good boy, yay! That was good! That was really good!
I'm sorry for the weird puppy voice, but that's how we play at home. So anyway, sorry.